It's been around 5 or 6 trading sessions that Nifty is gapping up and it is moving on the higher side. From around 17th of March till now, we have moved around 7,500 or 1,600 points. Let's say assume 6 or 7 trading session. Now this move is not digestible. Now whatever you think, I really don't care. But people are, see, one more thing you have to understand is that market has to move for a perfect reason. If you ask me, is there any perfect reason, or ask yourself, is there any perfect reason? Is the valuation Indian stock market? See, when FIIs went out, when the FII outflow was happening, they were saying Indian valuations are very very high. Does this mean because FII inflow is coming in, because they have bought for 1 or 2 days, does it mean Indian valuations are really good, or is it fair? The answer is no. Even now, as I talk to you, market is around 23,600. Still, valuations are, let's say, on an average for year 2025, it's around 23x to 25x valuations are there. Still, valuations are high, and because FIIs are buying, we are having lots of people, retail people are buying into this market, and maybe even algos are looking for breakout and putting large huge number of long orders, and it is boosting the market. So positive momentum is there. You are making money, I am not denying that. But when you see a sharp move, in fact this is the second video, when you see a sharp move for of around 1,500 or 1,700 points, you will have an opposite reaction as well. So that is the key point we are trying to highlight. This is the second video I am saying about this. Previous video also I told about this, and now also I am saying. So every open interest, no matter what happens, or no matter what order block is there, we talk a lot about order blocks are not being respected. We opened today at 23,500, gapped up, we are going towards around 23,700. Now this is in terms of an investor. If you are an investor, I'm sure you would be happy, but in terms of an option seller, you will find it very hard to make money in this market. Now all this is happening in spite of India VIX going on the higher side. As of now, as I talk to you, India VIX is around 8%. Now you tell me, markets going up at the same time India VIX is also going up, means is equal to caution. Market up plus India VIX up is equal to caution. You have to be cautious, really cautious. Now if the market is going up, if valuations are really good, if there is any positive momentum in terms of RBI or in terms of SEBI, or if the government is going to come out with some policies that we really don't know, but FIIs know, and the market, they are pumping the market, means India VIX has to come down, right? But India VIX is going on the downside, means you have to understand from this metrics only you can understand that people are buying huge number of put option because they are expecting a huge reversal in the market. So this is what the India VIX, when the market goes on the higher side and India VIX also going on the higher side, that is what it tells you, right? So let us see what happens in the next 2 days. Now if you can remember, at around let's say for example at around 22,700 levels, these levels, when market was at around 22,300 levels, India VIX was drastically down. Let me show you the India VIX chart also, so that you will understand. At around 17th, if you can see here, India VIX was dropping, right? Yeah, at around 17, India VIX was not much, it was around 13. Now it dropped, and again it is going on the higher side, almost at around 15 as of today, as of 24th of March. It is somewhere around 14 or 15 level. Now the question here is, if India VIX is if the markets are going on the higher side, why India VIX should also go on the higher side? So there should be a reason behind this, right? So that is what I am trying to say. You analyze this situation, you think about this, and if you know, let me know on the comment section why India VIX is going on the higher side if the market is going on the higher side. If everything is okay, if valuations are fair enough, if everything whatever happens, there is a good news, there is a positive momentum, there is a technical bounce. Why this should be happening? That's why I am putting a red flag here. If India VIX is going on the higher side along with the market, so you have to be really cautious, right? So probably next 2 or 3 days we are having another 2 or 3 trading session. Expiry is going to be there, 26 expiry, monthly expiry. So you are going to face a lot of volatility in the coming days, in the next 2 days. Now, not only in terms of India VIX, not only in terms of valuation, if you see in terms of theta decay, there is absolutely no theta decay at all. No matter what happens, there is absolutely no theta decay at all. You do a straddle, you do a strangle, you will see your payoff curve very in negative, in fact in negative. And if you had done any straddles or strangles today morning, it would have been in negative, because India VIX has jumped by around 8.63%. So you will have to be very careful. You don't worry what I am doing. People always think tell lots of bullshit in the bullshit, right? But I'll tell you, this is this is a time to be very cautious, and don't think the market will be on the long will be on the long side and you can make money. If you go long in this market as of now, it is not a good idea. If you want, if you can short, but of course it is a disclaimer, you will have to do it at your own risk and responsibility. I'm not saying market will come 100% on the downside, but if you think on a risk reward perspective, whatever happening is not good for retail traders. If you are an option seller, especially if you are an option seller, I'll tell you, strangles are trading for around 200 or 250 or 300 rupees, and one day, one gap up or one day is enough to take out that 300 rupees. Let's assume, because markets are going on the higher side, there are lots of reasons, there are lots of positive things. FIA inflows are there. FIAs are buyers, net buyers, I agree everything. But what happens if Trump comes out and tells something about Indian tariffs? You will see a huge gap down, and the likelihood of market coming on the downside is very high. So you have to be, that is why I'm saying time and again, saying be cautious, don't believe in this market. Markets can make you markets can bluff. And if you ask me, this might be a pump and dump scheme. If I am right, if the going forward, I am expecting somewhere around 23,500 to around 23,400 or 300 levels. And if it is happening in this week itself, before 26th of 26th expiry, I wouldn't be surprised, because the way it has moved, it cannot prolong the momentum which is happening for the last 1 week, cannot prolong for a very long time. You have to understand that, right? So, and you have to think one more thing also. See, they have just, whatever FIIs are doing, when they sell in huge quantity, but when they buy in very less quantity. Whatever they have done, right, whatever they have bought for the last few days is nothing compared to what they have sold. Why are we not understanding those things, right? So don't you think there is some problem? There is some problem in the market. So that is what we are trying to say, right? Now, if I am right, what they might have done, April first week, Trump is going to come out with reciprocal tax for India. India is not able to respond to US market. India is not able to respond to reciprocal tariff. So there might be some agenda, hidden agenda, which might be there might be a conspiracy theory behind reciprocal tax, which is going to come on April 2nd. So April Fool Day, April 1st, maybe FIIs also will make us April Fool. So be careful and trade cautiously. And in terms of order block, there is a good order block or huge orders at around 23,800. If at all the market comes on the downside, maybe probably around 23,500 to around 23,300 level is a good support level. And if at all it goes on the higher side, probably it will not go on the higher side. I'm 100% sure it will not go, because market has moved extensively around. It has moved around 7% in the last 5 or 6 trading sessions. So that is one more reason why I am saying, or why my perspective, or why my outlook about the market is negative, right? So this is how we are preparing, and as I told you, the conclusion here is, since the markets are have moved too much, it has moved more than 7% or 8% in just 5 or 6 trading session. So it cannot move for a very long prolonged time. So there is every possibility for the markets to reverse, and that is the first thing. Second thing is, market going up and India VIX also going up means it is a cautious note. There is a red flag you have to see on this. And second thing, there is really no fundamental or positive news or positive momentum, whether it is SEBI or whether it is RBI or whether it is GDP growth. Nothing is there in terms of news, in terms of positive momentum. That is the third thing. And the fourth thing is, this might be a pump and dump scheme by institutions, or this might be a manipulated thing by this FII cartels, who will short the market, bring the market on the downside where it started, maybe around 23,000 or 22,700 is what I believe, and I am 100% sure it might happen in the next 2 or 3 trading session, right? I hope I have talked too much. I will see you in yet another video. Till then, take care. Bye.